Very good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing? Very good evening, all. Um, Today is a very basic announcement that I have for all of you. That is in relation to the repeaters course, the repeaters batch that we here have introduced for the first time. Right, for the first time we are going to be doing a repeater course where this is specifically targeted for the students who are already done with their 12th examinations and are basically going to be looking at giving the exam the next year. So you don't have the pressure of sort of handling the 12th board exams. You don't have the duty of balancing the 12th board exams, and that's what we are going to be looking at in this particular batch. So before I jump into the details in relation to the batch, just wanted to let you know that the tentative date, the expected date for the CLAT examination is basically next year. That is basically the 8th of May, right? And why 8th of May? Because usually the CLAT exam is supposed to happen on the second Sunday of May. Right now, of course, it has not happened, I think, in the last uh, what should I say, in the last 3 years actually, whether it is CLAT 2019 or CLAT 2020 or even CLAT 2021. 20 and 21, of course, it was because of the COVID situation that the examination really couldn't happen. But 2019 also didn't really happen on that date, and there the reason was a little different. There the reason was that there was the Lok Sabha elections that were happening pretty much in the same time. But in any case, we will be preparing just as if it is on the, and if it is postponed, because there's no chance of preponement for sure, right? That is not going to happen. It can, at best, it can be postponed, which means we'll just have more time. So it's not going to be a problem. Those of you who are looking to join a national law university, that's what you should really be looking at. Hi Isha, Krantika, Kishan, there's few people who have joined in. Sir, what is the difference between the comprehensive and the repeaters course? Okay, so I think it's just about a lot of scheduling, a lot of extra practice, etc., for which you will have a little more time, right? Because you don't have the burden of the 12th examination. So that's what we are trying to achieve for you guys, right? Is that a lot? The examination? Nah, it's not too much. Let's take a quick look at what the CLAT exam basically is. It is the common law admission test, is of course for the 22 National Law University, right? And it is the most comprehensive and probably the most popular exam as far as law school and the choice of law schools are concerned. Right now, we of course want to make sure that in comparison with those of you who still have to juggle, those of you who still have to deal with and a board exam situation, at least the people who are taking a whole year off, right? The people who are taking a whole year off should have, right? They should have other options as well. They should have, the extra time that they have with them should be put to the most appropriate kind of use, right? Some of you have already done the crash course. Some of you have already been preparing for a few months here and there, right? So we don't want you to start from the absolute basics. right? Isha is also asking what's the main difference. Well, the main difference is going to be that the repeaters course is already going to be at a slightly more enhanced level, slightly more advanced level, where we are going to be looking at focusing more on higher level of study. Of course we'll cover the basics, right? ऐसा तो नहीं होगा कि basics हम cover ही नहीं कर रहे हैं. Of course we will be covering the basics, but the more important thing, right, the more important thing is of course going to be to focus on higher levels, right? To focus on higher levels, and that's basically what the plan really is. Okay, now to help you guys along, right, to help you guys along with this whole preparation process, gradeup for the first time is bringing a little bit of interesting stuff. That is the CLAT 2022 repeaters course, right? So we will have a day-wise study plan which will keep covering the entire syllabus and try to focus on how you can do better and better and better, right? We will have, of course, we will have the faculty counseling as well as the guidance sessions and so many other things that are uniquely the advantages of of joining us here at gradeup. We have an excellent NLU filled team. We also have not just from NLUs, but we have people from all across, right, who are going to be helping you along this preparation process. Couple of questions on the chat box. Revant, very good evening, Revant. Ayushi, good to see you. Kishan, glad it's possible to catch out without coaching. I mean, everything is possible, right? I'm not going to be here on YouTube and insist that you definitely need to have a coaching. I personally don't think so, right? It's, if the question is it essential, then my answer is definitely it is not essential. Now, having said that, it's always helpful to have people who have already gone through the same process, people who've appeared for the same examination. Like for those of you who don't know me, my name is BYJU'S, and I did get an all India rank 20, and I qualified NLS Bangalore myself with a top 20 rank in the country. So now I leave it to your good judgment. Do you think I will have some better inputs to give in terms of how to prepare for this examination, in terms of what are the various things to kind of look at in this examination? I certainly think that there are some. Now, can it be done without me? Absolutely. Of course, it can be done without me. It can be done without any coaching at all. It just becomes a little easier. It just becomes a little easier because if people who've already gone through the examination, qualified the examination, if they're helping you out, if they're telling you how to go about the studying and so on, it just kind of makes life just a little easier. You'll have a more routine, right? Because अच्छा ये class हो ही रहा है, ये session है, आज ये पढ़ाई करनी है, आज वो करना है. Because there are 5 different subjects and you will have sessions, it automatically inculcates a sense of a sense of practicing, a sense of having a daily routine, a sense of competitiveness, because you'll have your batchmates and fellow competitors who are giving the same examination, who are answering the same questions in the classroom. So there's a routine issue, there's a competition issue, there is, at the end of the day, faculties also bring a little extra what's the word, little extra strategic input, which sort of becomes a little a little helpful, right? Kishan says yes sir, that's why I subscribed. Okay, high five Kishan. I hope to see you in the classes very soon then. Sir, please give an honest answer. I scored 40 marks in CLAT and 15 A-late with 15,000 and 6,000 rank. Do you think I should drop, or can I even crack MHCET? Well, I mean, I would think that you should definitely go and give the exam first, right? You should definitely give the examination first, and depending on the result. But if you have not really worked too hard this time and you are willing to work hard this time, right, then I believe that taking a drop is really not too much of a burden. So I would definitely encourage you to take that drop and really focus on what is ahead of you, right? So, okay. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, of course, this is going to be right up till your actual examination. This is right up till your actual examination. So, I will be seeing you right until we have CLAT 2022 all set and done, right? So again, like I was telling you, there is going to be a certain routine that really becomes helpful in terms of your preparation. There is going to be a sense of competition, because you'll have evaluation of the progresses. You will have a all India kind of a rank, because there are so many people here on the gradeup platform which are in a position to kind of help you out with the preparation, give you a sense of competition, have a certain routine, formulate an entire plan, right? Not just a daily goal, but a weekly goal, a monthly goal, Diwali se pehle kya kya khatam karna hai. All of these strategic decisions and clarity of thought, it all becomes very, very helpful, right? So we will of course have the live classes by the various experts of the topics. We will have many doubt sessions where we address questions and questions and questions, right, which also is very helpful. And of course, in the end, the hope is that you will be able to qualify and crack the CLAT examination. Okay, Ritu says, "Sir, after I analyzed the competition, I'm very scared and very reluctant to drop, because I already did a drop, but just took 5 months to prepare, and I had zero knowledge of CLAT and other entrances." Well, I mean, if you had only 5 months, and if you actually invested only 5 months, that really may not be a clear, and see, at the end of the day, you will probably end up thinking कि शायद और थोड़ा सा एक बार कोशिश कर लेते तो कुछ बेहतर हो जाता, so I don't want anybody to be sort of stuck in that kind of that kind of a thought process. So I would still encourage you to think about it. Of course, if you are not getting the feeling that I can do this, or I really want to make the effort to be able to do this, then yeah, definitely don't go ahead and drop a year. Focus on the Maharashtra CET and so on. But if you're up for it, if you're feeling like I'm ready to go to war, we are right here, right next to you, willing to go to war, sort of with you, right? Okay. Does age matter? Well, there's as far as the judgment of the Supreme Court is concerned, earlier there was an age limit of 21, but that age limit anyway does not apply anymore. And I think if you graduate from a good national law school by the age of 25, or even 26 for that matter, it's really not something which should be a deciding factor, right? Ultimately, where you graduate from is something that's going to matter for the next 30 years. So it shouldn't be that 1 year which should really bother you too much. Hello Abhilash, what's up? How are you, Abhilash? Very good evening to see you. Sir, is Greater providing free classes on YouTube? Well, lots and lots of them. We do have lots of free classes that we definitely do on YouTube as well as on the app. So that's always available to you. In the end, all I want to say is keep it at the back of your mind that this is a very competitive examination, right? This is a very, very competitive examination. So it's very important that at the end of the day, you remember to, kind of work really hard. Remember to make a plan. Remember to get into the routine and the rigorous effort that it actually takes. Talk to your seniors, talk to the faculty members that keep coming. We have so many free sessions on YouTube as well. So do keep dropping by and feel free to ask us many questions. Okay, sir. I think we'll go to UPS because I'm also just scored 85%. 85% is not a bad score, Ritu. You have really underestimated You've really underestimated yourself is what what I should start by saying. Yeah. Is Osmania University for law good? I mean, it's average maybe. UPS Dehradun is pretty much in the slightly above Osmania University, which is in Hyderabad, I would think. Amity Lucknow के लिए CLAT preparation सही है, as I can get good cultural study at Amity. Well, I mean, Amity is also pretty much similar ranked. It is very, very similar ranked. I wouldn't rank it too much above UPS. It's similar, very, very similar in terms of um, its own ranking. So that's that, guys. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, right, just a quick introduction to the faculty members. I'm going to torture you with a few classes there on legal aptitude, but along with me we have three more people from the various national universities, Nivedita, Abhimanyu and Surajit, and of course we have a lot of other experts from various other areas of the examination, like quantitative aptitude, English, verbal reasoning, and a variety of such other subjects, right? So that's all, folks. Just wanted to let all of you know that we don't have only the comprehensive batches this time. This time, for the first time, we do have a repeaters course, which is specifically for people who have already sort of done a little bit of preparation, people who have already finished with their 12th class. So I hope to see some of you in the classes. For those of you who are feeling a little too serious, for those of you who are gunning for God, right, and really looking to crack the examination next year, right? See you soon, guys. Sahi prep hai to life definitely set hai. Keep that mantra at the back of your mind. Keep coming back. I'll see you guys tomorrow on YouTube as well. In the meanwhile, have a lovely, lovely evening ahead of you. Very, very good night to all of you. Thank you very, very much. So is IP University good? I mean, it's above average, or should I say average maybe, right? So which one is good? BHU, UPS? UPES would be rank 1, followed by BHU, followed by ICFI, and finally Chandigarh University, in that order. UPS, BHU, ICFI, and Chandigarh University, right? Okay, should I go for this course? Go for it, Ritu. If you're feeling like you are willing to put in the hard work, then we will definitely put in the hard work with you. So just go for it is what I would suggest, right? Okay, guys, have a lovely evening. Bye bye, everyone. Thank you very, very much.